Hello friends, welcome to your channel. This video is about college university campus recruitment. If you are doing graduation or PG, you should know the campus recruitment process or what visiting companies expect from your college and from you to recruit right students candidates for their companies. So campus recruitment is a strategy for sourcing, engaging, hiring young talent for internships and or entry-level positions. It is typically a tactic for medium to large-sized companies with high-volume recruiting needs, which can range from small efforts like working with university career centers to source potential candidates to large-scale operations like visiting a wide array of colleges and attending recruiting events. Campus recruitment often involves working with university career service centers and attending career fairs to meet in person with college students and recent graduates. So you please watch this video from the beginning till the end without skipping to know the standard procedure or process followed by the companies visiting to your college.
Meanwhile, I request you to please like, comment, share and subscribe our channel for more useful tips on education, job, career with analysis, tips, alerts, expert advice and good suggestions. Let us go to the video. The first expectation of the visiting companies is the profile of the college or institute. College and university rankings or rankings of institutions in higher education based on a combination of various factors like its academic reputation, its graduation rates, how many students have cleared their graduation or PG without any backlogs. Then next is research citations and papers published by the students. And what about the internationality of faculty and students, student to faculty ratio, funding offered to the students, etc. A good academic reputation is the most important factor influencing prospective decisions by the companies when shortlisting colleges or universities. The infrastructure of a college plays a vital role in the development of the college as the students are now focusing on the labs, classrooms while selecting a college. It is important that the colleges have very good infrastructure with advanced laboratories equipped with state-of-the-art equipments, etc. Next is internships, which provide students with the opportunity to gain experience in a professional environment. Internships also help learners to determine if a particular career path is good. Additionally, internships help students make professional connections that can materialize into job offers. Even if an internship does not translate into job offer, students still can gain professional training they would not get within the walls of a traditional classroom. So the companies expect that the colleges should arrange for internships for their students. Next expectation by the company is students' academic performance. They should have got minimum CGPA or the percentage of 7.5 or 75%, which can vary from company to company. If the students have not scored even minimum percentage which they expect, they might conduct a written test to move to the next recruitment process. They also check the overall performance of the students throughout their college studies. They also see whether the students have gone any internships during the last 3 or 4 years
and what type of internships they have gone and for how much period. So students' academic performance is most important or one of the expectations by the companies for them to consider their candidature for the job for their companies. Next expectation by the company is the performance by the students in written test conducted by them. It is the toughest round for the students to reach to the next stage. It needs rigorous practice well in advance, at least 1 year in advance when they are in the final year. In written examination, normally the questions are asked related to quantitative reasoning, which is the application of basic mathematics skills such as algebra to the analysis and interpretation of real-world quantitative information in the context of a discipline or an interdisciplinary problems to draw conclusions relevant to students in their daily lives. Logical reasoning, or just logic for short, is one of the fundamental skills of effective thinking required by the students. It works by raising questions like, if this is true, what else must be true? If this is true, what else is probably true? Or if this is not true, what else cannot be true? So verbal reasoning. The next verbal reasoning is the ability to understand and logically work through concepts and problems expressed in words. Verbal reasoning tests the students how well they can extract and work with meaning, information, and implications from text. They are widely used in the recruitment process since most jobs require the students to understand and make decisions based on verbal or written information. So, the main purpose of written test is to assess the students' knowledge, skills, and or abilities. As this is the toughest round, the student should definitely prepare for this test well in advance. This is the next process followed by the companies to shortlist the students for the next round of interview, that is performance by the students in group discussion. The purpose of a group discussion is to help the students explore and discover personal meanings of a text through interaction with other students in the group. As the exchange of ideas in the group discussion takes place through speech, one of the prerequisites of success in a group discussion is the ability to speak confidently and convincingly. Good communication skills include active listening, clarity of thought and expression, apt language, and proper nonverbal clues. Good communication skills by the students in the group discussion shows that whether the student is an active listener or not. It also helps to clearly express their ideas. It helps to exchange ideas. Next is body language. Body language helps to build a rapport with others. It helps to understand what other students may try to convey. It helps to control aggression and conflicts among the students participating in the group discussion. Body language can also show how students are energetic in the discussion. So, the purpose of a group discussion is to test the reasoning ability to think and act independently, leadership skills of the students, communication skills of the students, skill to work in a team, the ability of the students to take initiatives and have creativeness, whether they are flexible and are bold when taking part in the group discussion, and whatever their managerial qualities while dealing with other students. So the students who prepare for campus recruitment should also prepare for group discussion so that they also can be shortlisted for the next round of interview. This is the next round of interview conducted by the subject expertise and or HOD of the company. Here they check whether the students have basic to advanced level knowledge about their branch subjects they have studied and whatever their application of knowledge practically. Also, technical skills are an individual's ability to complete tasks related to a specific science or technology. Apart from the subject knowledge, interviewers also expect whether the students have additional qualifications, whether they have gone through any internships and are acquired knowledge and skills through online platforms like Coursera, Udemy, Swayam, Lynda, Skillshare, NPTEL, and more. So it is advisable for the students to join additional online courses to be competitive among other students to get selected apart from their academic university subjects, which most of the companies expect. Hope you would have understood what companies expect from the final year students at the time of campus recruitment. Make sure you keep developing yourself throughout your academic years since you join the college university till you exit from it. This is the final stage of the recruitment process, that is HR interview, in which the HR managers expect whether the students can be recruited as per company's policy and or HR policy of the company. They test whether the students have soft skills, which include interpersonal people skills, communication skills, listening skills, and empathy among others. Hiring managers also typically look for the students with soft skills because they make someone more successful in the workplace also. Someone can be excellent with technical job specific skills, but if they cannot manage their time or work within a team, they may not be successful in the workplace. HR managers also check whether is there any mismatch between the HR policy and the profile and eligibility of the students. And the last and most important thing is students' expected salary, whether the company will be able to pay the salary expected by the students, or what is the budget of the company as far as the salary is concerned. So chances are more that the students selected till the last stage will not be rejected, but if there is any mismatch as far as the student's profile and eligibility is concerned, there might be a slight chance that they can be rejected.